Good evening, y'all. This is Miss Shirley OG Gardner, Cleveland, Ohio, Zone 6B. A one in the chat. I'm having technical difficulties as usual. I've been on here earlier. I've been kicked out twice, almost three times, and I was trying to use the audio on my phone. And now it didn't kicked out. So if you can hear me, put a one in the chat. If you can see me and hear me, two in the chat. And there's a delay response too between my computer. Okay, so you can hear me. All right, thank you. Hey, bro. Hey, Psalms. Hey, Mike. My Renaissance grandma, thank you for stopping in. Joshua, thank you for stopping in. Dolores has been helping me out trying to work out some of these kinks in the audio department and visual. Been kind of crazy here for the last 15, 20 minutes. Psalms 146. Hey. Good evening. So I might get kicked out. I might go in. I might go out because it's been crazy. We got high winds over here. It rained for the last couple of hours and it stopped raining. And now the winds got the trees bending and bowing. So, yeah. So everybody's saying hello to one another. I know this is a national holiday for the average person. I don't celebrate, but I do enjoy another day of life. So I take that for what it is, because some of us didn't wake up this morning. Yeah, it's kind of rough. So yeah, I'm trying to keep a positive attitude tonight because I got a friend that kind of knocked him under. All right. Let me hit that. Okay. So I'm just kind of worried about him falling asleep permanently. His wife's already called me, so I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude. I hope that the rest of y'all had a good day. Who is that? Oh, hey, Kenneth Wilkinson. Thank you for stopping in. I'd appreciate you. J3GS. David Corey. Oh, y'all in here early tonight. I'm so happy. I didn't know if y'all would still have, company this time of the day or whether or not you still might be eating, because there's a lot of food getting cooked this time of the year. I've seen a lot of videos of people pulling up the greens out of their gardens and cooking those as well for the holidays. And a lot of people switch up, so yeah. Thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to come in and say hello. Even if you don't stay, I appreciate it. And please hit that like button and show me that you like me just a little bit. Also, hit that notification button so that if I upload any new videos, you can watch them. And I love comments. Please put a comment in there. I appreciate them so much. And also, hit that with some extra points they got up in there. I would like those too. Juicing with Jay. That's who I saw in here earlier this evening. Thank you, Juicing with Jay. How are you? I really enjoy watching your videos on you making juice out them lemons. Oh, them lemons had my mouth watering. I know they had to be sweet. And your pomegranates. I never seen yellow pomegranates. I've always seen initially the red ones. So to see some in different colors, just like your dragon fruit, I thought that was really cool. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much, y'all, for taking time out y'all day to stop by. If you believe in heaven or resurrection or nothing, that loved one will be seen again or at peace. Yeah, I believe in all that. I believe, my belief is when you fall asleep in death, you're just asleep because there is a resurrection. So that's my belief. And I believe in that, because everybody call it Judgment Day for the good and the bad. So it's part of the resurrection. So I do believe. And I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude because once he decides to go to sleep, we have to make sure that she's okay. You know, they're both older, they're both in their 80s. So they've been together a long time. January the 27th, they would have been married 64 years. So that's a long time to be married to someone. My grandparents was married 66 years before my grandfather passed. So longevity in marriage just can't happen. Hey, Auntie's World, stopping in. Hey, Devore, thank you for stopping in. Yep. Reason why I had this subject tonight, as we all know, come January, that's Broke's thing about SEEDMAS. You know it's coming. It starts next month. And I want to know, have you started making packets to share? I even did a little, and I got my little seed packets. Y'all, I had to go into what they call the smoke shop because I went to Wally World. Wally World was all out of. Oh, I see people saying hi, Lynette. So I went to the smoke shop and they had these, and they call them apple bags. Okay, so that I could put my seedlings in. And I got them in different sizes. I got another pack somewhere, and I also have labels as well for the bigger packs. Yeah, yeah. These are the ones I got from Wally World, and these are the ones I got from the smoke shop. I think I got another size in here too for bigger packs. Yeah, I do. I had the bigger ones as well, you know. So, yep. So I have my magic markers. I have the big one for the big packs. And I have the little smaller ones for the smaller packs. Also, I have these two that I got from Timu. You know, so I initially started out with these, and then I added these along with it. So those are just some of the preps that I have in regards to my request for seeds for January and SEEDMAS. Um, hey, Country Hustle 101. What's up, baby? How are you? Thank you. Angela Calloway, thank you for stopping in. I might miss some of y'all because I'm talking and trying to do demos at the same time. Now, I want to show you guys this container. You see this container? All of these are buds that came off my dinner plate size hibiscus. And a lot of you guys has asked for seeds from this hibiscus. Now I have a few left from last year because actually when I send out packages, I normally add a packet of hibiscus seeds from my harvest from year before last. So this is the new one that I just picked this summer. And when you open these buds, they are so full of seeds. Hey, Farmer Charles, watching your update, your revamp for the year for 2025. Thank you for stopping in this evening. So I know some people put theirs in brown paper bags, brush it up. Guys, my Wi-Fi been acting up, so I might disappear. Hopefully I don't. Take them one at a time and open them up and drop the seeds. But I want to put some of these in here and just kind of crush it up. And saying you see the seeds at the bottom, because there's so many seeds in these one little buzz. And each one of these. So I want to, oh, I do see some seeds at the bottom. And these seeds aren't super small. They're big enough that you can see them. So that makes it nice. So if you decide, I don't know if you can see this. These are the seeds right here. As they do. All right. There. So if you decide, I want, And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not stingy with these seeds, okay? Because there's so many of them that I can give you more than 5 seeds. And believe me, y'all, if you go back and watch my video about biscuits, they're truly this huge, okay? And they are beautiful pink, not a deep, deep pink, but it's a nice pink. And if you don't harvest the seeds at the end of the season and they open up, I got babies popping up all over the yard, and I'm gonna dig a few up and to my granddaughter because she won. I see somebody saying Ro. Say, hey, you grow Ro. What's up, baby girl? Thank you for your card. Oh, let me tell you, y'all, you grow Ro has such a sweet soul. She sends beautiful, encouraging cards, and they be full of seeds. Yeah, she always send me a bunch of different kinds of seeds, and I do appreciate it so much. That kind of makes my day. When you get something from someone and you know that they truly mean what they say and do, it just makes that much more endearing. You know what I'm saying? And it just melts my heart and makes me smile all day that I think about her card. And sometimes I'll read it at the beginning of the day and I might read it again at the end of the day because we all could use, a little internet hug. CC, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you, Miss Traveling Lady over the place. Yeah, Wilton was gone for what? 5 days to a week. Came back. Your garden was still there. We know it's gonna be all right. Yeah, she does. She has absolutely gorgeous penmanship. Yes, she does. I can attest to. Yeah. So I just enjoy uh, all you guys. I mean, this is the last Saturday. I mean, look at that. I'm already pushing the week. The last Thursday in this month. When we come back, it's gonna be a whole new year. So I appreciate all you guys hanging with me for 2025. I enjoy the encouragement y'all give me when I'm having those down and out days. And if I'm sick and I can't have my live, I get a lot of encouragement through emails and what have you, uh, posts and what have you, give encouragements and saying, I hope, I feel better and what. You guys have seen my great grandbaby go from a preemie, now she's 2, and my granddaughter is pregnant again. We found out Saturday. It's another girl, and she's due next year in around June. So my little Gigi's gonna be a big sister, and that's gonna be interesting to watch. And I'm excited. Her husband's excited. We're all excited about this second baby. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that was good news when I was over this past last weekend. And so with the sex of the baby is, later on today, and her husband came down. My grandson said, what sex the baby in there? He said, yes. I said, a girl. And he looked at me. He didn't say nothing else. So, yeah, he's going to be in a house full of women. We're going to be 3 girls. That's going to be interesting. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Hey, Jeanette Potter, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. Like I said, I'm running my mouth, so I hope I can catch you guys as you coming in. G Mama grows hard in the garden. Thank you so much, G Mama. I appreciate you. Everybody saying hello to one another, which is a good thing. Yeah, yeah. Thank y'all. I'm a proud great grandma. So now I got to think of another nickname for the new baby because I already call him Gigi, and the Gigi stands for great granddaughter. So she's Gigi and I'm Nana. You should have heard her every 5 minutes. Nana, what? Nana, what? Nana, what? Ooh, Mike said, I made ribs. My house smells good. I was at a friend's house last night and they made some beef stroganoff with rolls and a nice Chianti. It was absolutely delicious. And I bought some home. That way I didn't have to cook today. All I had to do was warm up. So, yeah. So I not having to cook. And the few dishes I had, I washed them up so the kitchen is clean. Now I gotta I may or may not. Let's see. Might be rambling around in the refrigerator. So yeah, so I have these seeds from the hibiscus. I also have some seeds from my giant pepper, the Big Bertha. I got some seeds on that. I got to see how many I have. I will be issuing some of those out as well. I also had a successful year of a sweet cantaloupe. Ah, man, cantaloupes can come with a gazillion seeds in them. So I've washed and laid those out and did it. I have some from some giant red bell peppers as well as yellow. So I will be issuing those out until I run out. You know, I'm going to make sure I put my stash to the side first, and then I will be letting you know what's available. So if I can send them out to you. So, oh, David acting up already. Yeah. So I know that GT for a fact and Mike and CC wanted some hibiscus seeds. So if anybody else in the chat wants some hibiscus seeds, please send me an email and I will be more than happy to send you some. Oh, dog, what's up? How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in this evening. I appreciate that. Nice seeing you. I know you're a working man. You just be busy all the time. So to see you take the time to come in here and say hello is greatly appreciated. And I also miss you coming in on your own lives, you know, listen to you coming in and singing. But I do enjoy watching you when you're working out in your garden and your grapevines and your and what have you. So yeah, just miss you a little bit, old dog. So thanks for stopping in tonight. That's greatly appreciated. And I enjoy all you guys. Everybody has, everybody can grow the same vegetable, but they will all do it a different way. Some of us might add 511 to our gardens. Some people will use super juice to their gardens. Some will use bone meal or blood meal or like osmocose, a slow release fertilizer. Or they might go out and get them some, what is it, Happy Frog and a few other types of soils and fertilizers and what have you. And we will all get different results. Some people will have leaves that will be this big, and then some will be no bigger than that. But like Nikki always says, she like them young and tender, and ain't nothing wrong with that. So, and some people have a favorite. So like all the different variety of tomatoes, like Roe and Mike like peppers. And the farmer was saying that next year she's going to do the pepper challenge again, you know, from whatever she grows in her garden. So everybody has their niche in regards to what they like to grow in their gardens and enjoy and share with us as well in videos. Hey, so Deepa, how are you, sweetheart? There, just like who is that? Hey, Bammit, my from another mother. Hey, good evening. I was watching you cooking them turkey necks and them greens. Yes, indeedy. Right up my alley, bro. Right up my alley. Love me some greens. I can eat greens every day. I could. Yep. Yeah. I got some cabbage in there too. I love cabbage too. I'm finna knock me out some cabbage too. So yeah, so everybody has their own niche in regards to what they like to cook. People like the kales and they get into their favorite kale. You know, some people like dinosaur better than they like, what was it, lacinato and whatever, the curly kale or the flat leaf kale. Some people are just now learning about kohlrabi and rutabagas, and I love both. Grew up on those. Some people are finally getting back into liking Brussels sprouts. They might not have acquired a taste for them as they were growing up, but they're enjoying them now. They've learned how to cook them and what have you. And hey, Dark X, how are you? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who was I watching? Oh, I was watching New Orleans. Miss Linda, she had cut down a rack of them plantains, and I seen she had some yellow ones on there. She said she was waiting for them to turn dark so that so she can fry them. And I was trying to figure out how to cook plantains. I got some from the food bank. I didn't know how to cook them. So I did go online and I saw some recipes and I figured it out and it turned out okay. Yes, Lacinado survived the sub-zero temperature we just had a couple of weeks ago, and the Georgia Southern collards made it through too. I heard that was it Champion don't do too bad in the cold weather as well as Georgia. Darth X says Brussels sprouts for dinner today. Okay, okay. So how did you make them, Darth? How did you make them? You know, everybody has their own recipe, whether they use olive oil or whether they use butter or whether they bake them in the oven or saute them on the stove and then put them in the. So I'm seeing a message saying, "Oops, connection lost, reconnecting." So I might pop in and out. So if I hadn't done it already, I'm just giving you a heads up. We didn't have any snow to go outside. And yeah, not today. It got up to like 40, 45 degrees today. And then it rained and then the winds got high. So yeah, we went through about three different weathers within the last 24 hours, period. So no telling what it's liable to be in the morning. It probably drop down to 14 degrees tonight and wake up in the morning to 2 feet of snow. That's just Ohio. Mike says my southern collards were my final harvest. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Mammoth says 75 degrees here today after all the lows. Wow. Yeah, because remember last week we was doing like 12 and 14 degrees. So yeah. Probably born, but steamed with butter. That's okay. Butter got flavor to it now. Butter ain't bad. Adding a little salt and pepper. Okay. Dark says it's just raining here. Okay. Yeah, the weather is funky and crazy all over the place. You don't know whether to put on your, like Bama said, he took off his long johns the other day. Wish he hadn't because he where he went, he got cold. And then it turns around and go up to 75 degrees. It's too hot to wear long johns. So yeah. G Mama says supposed to be a snowstorm tomorrow, bipolar weather. Yeah, this is pneumonia and COVID and flu weather because it keeps going up and down, and everybody can't adjust to the constant change in the weather. Oh, Mike said the rabbit chews the giant stems. Yeah, well, as everybody keep telling me, they got to eat too. So yeah, but they don't have to eat it in my garden. I'd rather for you to go to my compost pile than go into my garden. Hey, Cassandra, how are you enjoying retirement now that you've made it before the end of the year is out? Mike says 40 degrees for 3 days here, then back to deep freeze. Yeah. Yeah. It's a hot mess this weather. Everybody. Oh, CC said it was 80 in Texas today. Oh wow. So you using your flip flops and shorts and tank tops, huh? You see what I got on? Yeah, not yet. Miss J.K. Gardner, what's up, sweetheart? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you. I do, I do, I do. So, yeah, what was on the menu? Hey, just gifted. What's up? How are you? Some said, did you ever grow that one super? Mike, let me tell you, in my arrow garden, oh my goodness, I'm so proud of my little plants. Three of them didn't germinate. So I'm finna drop in, put some new sponges in there and drop some more seeds. But I got 3 pots that is doing fantastic. It's blowing my mind in this arrow garden, yeah. I had just hydroponic kit, I don't know for how long. I was using a light, but I wasn't using the pods themselves. So I've actually my pods, some seeds in the pods, and they're coming up and they just Odom says 76 here today. I cook ribs and steaks on the grill. Oh, I'm jelly. Oh my goodness. Yes, I would love some barbecue ribs and steak. Ah, yeah, and that's a soft spot for me. Well, yeah, it's a soft spot, but my best is prime rib. Prime rib, where you can almost cut it with a spoon and put it in your mouth, and it just melts. Ah, that's. Yeah, you want to make me happy? Give me some prime rib and a nice baked potato with sour cream and chives. You got a friend for life. Just Gifted says, I'm doing better getting over the shingles. Ooh, ouch. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I hear that is the most painful thing you can have is shingles. They give me a shot for that. Fortunately, I haven't had an issue. Yeah, shingles ain't no joke. I've seen it on people. Oh, I hope you're feeling better real soon because that ain't nothing to play with. Ah, oh, sorry to hear that. Okay, everybody's saying good evening to one another. So yeah, this time of the year, I seen you guys get your first crop of greens for Thanksgiving, and you had enough that was coming back. How do you say it? Crop and come again for have not stopped in. Okay, the 1 degrees, I take that any day. If we get up, I'm back. I hope. Can y'all see me in here? I need y'all to put a 2 in the chat. I might disappear again and keep saying, oops, connection lost. Why is my Wi-Fi acting up? Okay. Do that left. To the left, to the left. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Welcome back, Carter. Welcome back. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I don't even know where I left off at when it decided to do a snafu on me. So, but I just enjoy that we all have something in common, and that's being seedaholics. Okay. As I said, next month will be January, and that's when SEEDMAS starts. So I hope for the ones who are in the chat, if you had a decent harvest this year and you were able to take the time and scoop out your seeds and wash them off and put them on paper towels or parchment paper or however you dried them out, and that you're ready to share with others, no less than 5. If you want to add more, it's according on your supplies. I don't think we'll have a problem, but 5 should be enough. And if you take the time and hopefully it grows to flourishing, you will get those 5 back plus how many ever more. You could get one tomato and get about 20. Gone again. All right. I keep going in and out, in and out. I guess I'm back. Am I back, y'all? I popped out again. All the way. It will help you out. Uh-oh, folks is dancing. All right. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate you, sweetie. As usual, you on point. Spit a seed or 2 back to dirt. And you know what? What's so funny is like kids, we used to sit on my grandmother's front porch eating watermelon, me and my cousins, and then we would have a spitting contest. Because he kept a beautiful, I mean, oh, his lawn. And then he had watermelon vines starting to pop up in the lawn and a few of my grandmother's rose garden. And she's like, y'all quit spitting them dead blasted seeds in the yard. Spit them in your hands, put them in your pockets, quit spitting them in the yard. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Miss J.K. Gardner. Yes. Yes. See, Miss, it's a time when what is that? Sedalia can feel at home getting and sending seeds. Yeah, we are. And that's what I like about it. I mean, there's some kind of seeds that we have that we want to share with somebody. Even if, and And like broke will send you everything he don't like. Broke don't like onions, but his wife does. He don't like radishes and a few other things, but he will send those. That's another thing you can do. If you have seeds that someone sent you and you don't particularly care for that vegetable, it's okay to send them to somebody else and just replace that seed with what you like. It's no use of you having seeds that you're not going to plant and you're not going to eat the fruitage. So yeah. Um, G Mom said I started sending my SEEDMAS packs already. Somebody sent me a pack yesterday. I got a big old pack of seeds. I wasn't expecting them, and they were saying sorry. They were late sending them out to me, and I mean, I got quite a few seeds in there. I'm gonna do a video on it, but it was just like, wow, okay. Odom said, no double balls. You don't like onions either, Odom. They so good though. You can cut them up so small in the food or puree, and you can have the flavor without having the texture of them. A lot of people don't like onions because of the texture, but if you puree or chop them up real fine where you really don't see them, the flavor is just awesome. Flavor's just awesome. Sam says I used to swallow the watermelon seeds until my big sister told me I was going to end up with a big vine like Jack and the beanstalk growing inside me. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Now, the ones we used to hear as a kid, if you swallow watermelon seeds, you're going to blow up pregnant. Yeah. Seeds are seeds. Yeah. Everybody messing with each other. Yeah, that's right. Tell him, Mike, if he don't want to, tell him to grow them and ship them out. There's a lot of folks in here that will. Dang, that's saying oops again, y'all. So I might do a flash dance on y'all again. Oh, you don't even like the flavor? Oh, then what's wrong with your taste buds? Uh-uh. I'm gonna take your black card for like onions and you don't like the taste? Something wrong with you. going back? Okay. So, I got my jars over here with soil in them so that I can do my winter sowing. Um, I should have put it out there today, but it was raining. So I'll get them out this weekend, put them out. So come spring, as soon as it warms up. Thank you, Cece. I keep telling you, I don't know why this Wi-Fi just keeps acting up. Uh, yeah, I need a new computer. As simple as that. This one is old as Methuselah. I'm surprised it even turns on when I put it in there. I can't even take a Windows 11. I'm still on 10. Yeah. So it's just a lot of things that we're getting into. Um, One thing though, y'all, I wanna. Oh, dog, are you still in here? Because I know between you and Stacy, y'all were showing how to start new routings. Um, yeah, Mike is restreamed too on Figs, where you guys was doing it in the sand in a plastic container. Well, I went down in the basement and I just started trimming back my figs that's overwintering in the basement. And spring onions, but we'll try my hand and growing from seed. Yeah. And oh, wait a minute, yeah. I gotta get this leg. It has to cooperate with the rest of the body when I move. Ah. Oh, come on, leg. All right. Be right back. I got one speed, y'all. Slow. So I put some of my cuttings in some water. Look at that, y'all. Look at the roots. All I did was took, what's this? I like pickled beets and I keep the glass jars. I ain't even see the leaf. The leaf is new. That just popped up. I'm starting another fig. I was like, and the killer part about it, I did everything those guys did. I went to Home Depot and Depot, and I got was it construction sand or place sand? The place sand. I went to the Dollar Tree and got the plastic shoe boxes and stuff, and I was like, I'm not doing all of that. Scraping this off and dipping it in tone root. I said I might try it a little later on, but I was like, I'm almost like the lazy gardener, okay? So I did the cuttings and uh-oh. And this one, look at there. It's getting roots on it too. Wow. Oh, and even the other one. Wait a minute. It's getting roots on it too. So all my cuttings has got roots on them. Wow. So now I just got three new figs. Woo-hoo! And I bought my figs up here, and the one up here in the corner, it had dropped all its leaves. It's got all new leaves on it. One in the dining room window, it had dropped all its leaves. It's got new leaves on it. Now I got three new ones over here. Oh, mercy, mercy. Ah, I got my figs. I got my figs. Woo! Oh, sorry. Let me bring it back down, y'all. But I get excited when I see nature in itself just, pop up like that, and it just says, "Ooh, that's right, G Mama. Let's yeah, we're growing more figs," which means I need more room in my basement. I gotta see if I can get the other end out of the draft from the steps to put my other plants on there. Because I lost two of my pepper plants because of the cold air. Okay, is that Rose 13S? Thank you very much. I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat before. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Cece, you said you don't want any more Edos, right? You didn't send me any. I'm still waiting on the garlic. You know why you sent it? CC. What happened to my garlic? I wonder if any other watermelon seeds sprouted. Hmm. Hey, Zone Buddy. Oh, G Mama. Okay. Oh, you're in the same area with G Mama. Okay. G Mama's in Ohio, so am I. And a few other that's in the chat is in Ohio as well. Yeah, my figs. Plant party over here. That's right. I'm so happy. I saw the one and I didn't see that new leaf. That new leaf wasn't there yesterday because I always check on these because I add water. You know, I try to keep the water fresh. When it started looking a little murky and stuff, I put fresh water in. So that leaf wasn't there yesterday. So that leaf has opened up within the last 24 hours. And I didn't see roots on the other two. I thought, well, that was a waste. And now I'm just pulling it out and they both got roots on them. So I'm like, oh snap. And the killer part about it, I got some pots, some secondhand pots at the secondhand store. And I found my soldering iron because they don't have holes in them. And they would be the perfect size to put these figs in until they get big enough to be up potted into bigger containers. Ah! Oh, I just don't know how happy I am right now. Woohoo! On the figs. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, okay, you rose and you live in Ohio. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for stopping in tonight. I appreciate you so much. So everybody's talking back and forth to one another. And I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate your videos when you show me what you are growing, what you're adding, what you're doing. I have a dwarf Cavendish banana plant in the basement. And I was like, why am I not getting racks of bananas? And then I started watching other videos and stuff. And I was like, because you got all of these pups in the same container. So therefore, instead of it being able to push out a flower, it's pushing out more pups. Because right now I got maybe about a 25-gallon pot that they're in, and there's 4 pups in there, 4 nice sized pups. And I'm like, okay, I need to give each one of them their own pot and see next year if I can at least get 1 rack, okay, of bananas. I would be just tickled pink. Yeah, so I was watching a few of you guys who had gotten free. Who was that? Mealy. Yeah. Healy Mean. She had gotten a free banana plant from a friend. I've seen Cece get one from one of the plant swaps and stuff. So I'm seeing a lot of you guys are starting to venture out into having your own banana plants, you know, and being able to see if you can do it as well. You know, we're trying everything else. We're trying, you know, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, you know, and we're going into the figs of all different kinds and varieties, grapevines, the different kinds, you know, and just enjoying watching what everybody grow. Everybody in the chat have something that they can bring to the table. You know, there's nobody that's in our chat, whether you're new to gardening or you're a novice in garden or you just you're not really new. You've been doing it for at least 5 years or going on 5 years. You're getting more of a hang of it. You know what you like and what you don't like. You know how you want your soil to smell, that earthy smell. You can tell when it's rich, when you got the right combo. Some people have sandy soil, which they're constantly building up because water drains so fast in sandy soil. So they're adding more compost to it. They got a compost challenge out. Who is that growing out the box? You know, everybody has something that they can bring to the table to help you to improve your skills or um, not always improve, but sometimes just tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit better than what it was. And you say you're thankful because some of them gardeners are analytical and others we just like we don't even know where to start. We don't even know what kind of soil to get. You know, we don't know what kind of containers we want to put it in. We don't know whether we want to start from seeds or buy starts. I don't have gloves. I don't have any kind of equipment to get started. Do you have to go into debt to garden? No. You can start small and work your way into adventures. Even some of the ones who've been gardening for a while, you see them adding and spreading out their gardens more and more each year. You used to garden in the front, now you might be gardening in the back, vice versa. I've seen people got fruit trees in the front yard, like they got that pecan trees that's in the front yard, and a lot of us got fruit trees now. You're watching Eco, you know, there's a lot of people got fruit. And I love how Fran always telling Bamit, we need more fruit trees. We need more of this, that, and a third. I need a new garden bed over here. I just like watching how everybody is growing and expanding. They tried things they didn't like this year. I don't want it this year. I want to try this next year. Like some people said they like those little yellow pear tomatoes. I grew those yellow pear tomatoes like as if I had a super still. I mean, that plant was so prolific. It made me mad because it just wouldn't stop producing. And the killer part about it, I didn't like them at all. To me, they had no flavor. They were a little meaty, but I didn't like it. It wasn't my cup of tea. And I gave them all away and they all appreciated it. I said, but I'll never grow them again. And the killer part about it, I didn't get all the seeds up and they were popping up. I was getting volunteers last year. I pulled them suckers up so fast. Yeah. Yeah. And my strawberry bed is my whole backyard. I keep forgetting that when I pull up a strawberry and it's got a snail on it, I throw it in another part of the yard and all it does is reseed. I have an ocean of strawberries come spring. I have so many strawberries. I have my friends, neighbors, friends from the congregation come over with a bucket. I'm not giving you my plastic containers. Bring a bag, bring your own, and come out there and pick to your little heart's content. Yeah, so I'll go out there and I pick what I want and freeze. I get my granddaughter and all of them out there to come out and pick their stuff. And then, yeah, those tomatoes and mint varieties will do it. Yeah, they'll take over your yard. Yeah. Battle system. Drill's healing guard. Drill in here? Yeah, I got plenty of my strawberry vines. Now I have asphalt driveway. They will come out of the garden and they will creep across the asphalt. They like that heat and they will just be everywhere. So you know what I did when I got my green stock? I pulled them up, roots and all, and just started sticking them at the bottom of the green stock. Do you know within 2 days, they were already throwing flowers on them? And within 2 weeks, I had fruit. I was like, I've never seen strawberries this tough. I told them they gangster strawberries. I never seen strawberries that's got planted quick and flower and fruit all at the same time in the same season. It just blew my mind. I got gangster strawberries back there. Okay, believe me, they grow everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, you know what? I see people unless you just dedicating a tower of strawberries to it. I don't understand it because strawberries don't bloom the whole summer. They give you one big flush, and then you just got a bunch of plants in a tower, and to me that's taking up space where you can be growing something else in. So I really like them taking over that yard because I don't really care about that yard. I grow a lot of my stuff in the big lot because it's full sun pretty much all day, whereas I get shade in the backyard. And even with the shade, them strawberries do quite well. Okay, would you say grow? Let's see. Those strawberries are growing in the house, are flowering right now. That's nice. The elbow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, G Mom. Yeah, y'all can see my videos. I show the videos where my strawberries just start from the edge of the driveway and they go all the way to the back fence. Just strawberries everywhere. I be picking straw. I get tired of strawberries. That's how many I have. Yeah, they're a good source of vitamin C, but see, I can't get out there bending, doing all that bending over trying to pick them. I tried to get some kids to do them, but they was eating them fast as they was picking them, so that was a loss. And they so sweet. I had my granddaughter bring the great grandbaby over here, and she had just turned 2, and I gave her some fresh strawberries out the garden because my granddaughter knows, she grew up with me gardening, that I don't spray anything on them, and I just plucked it and handed it to her, and she put it in her mouth, and she did a little dance for me. I got it videoed too. It was so cute. Oh, you started making tea out of the leaves? Yeah, that I haven't done, but I know they're a good source of vitamin C. I need to try that. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, all right. I missed that last comment. All right. Yes. Also, Drill is in here. People saying hi. Hey, Drill. How are you? My granddaughter and her husband, they just came back from Portugal. They went there for, she turned 35. Uh, Thanksgiving, was it November 27th? Yeah. And they were in Portugal for her birthday. So she said she enjoyed it there. They had a good time. They were supposed to go over to Spain, but they didn't make it. She said they really enjoyed their time in Portugal. And at the time that you did your live from the Airbnb, they were there. They were there at the same time. My grandbaby grabs my broccoli and start eating. Okay, that's good. Hey, backyard garden, Flo. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you. Yes, I do. I do. I do. Oh, would you say the leaves are more beneficial than the fruits? Well, normally, yeah, because all the energy and uh, what is called oh, I knew the word, then I lost it. It comes through, it's absorbed through the leaves into the fruit. That's what I say. When you cut your leaves back on certain plants, don't cut them back for so much because the plant will absorb the energy from the sun through their leaves down into the stem, into the plant. Sweet potato stew, Rose. Okay, that's photosynthesis. Thank you, Mike. See, Mike, you can read my mind. Yeah, okay. Sweet potato stew. I haven't heard of that. I know it could be tasty. I've had cream of pureed sweet potatoes made like you would do honey nut squash with some um, acorn squash combination with some heavy cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Oh man, delicious. Absolutely delicious. But I can imagine sweet potatoes still could be all right, long as it's not all stringy. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening. And this time of year would be nice. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet potato leaves stew. Okay. I have sauteed sweet potato leaves and I've put them around a roast, but I have never made a stew out of it. Okay. Mike said you mix them. I mix broccoli and um, Brussels sprout leaves with my cabbage, which is really good. Okay, the leaves replace spinach. I meant the leaves. We understood what you meant. Just Miss sure I am very well. Settling in my new place. I'll be going out tomorrow to get some plants. So elated about that. Oh, sweet. So y'all Airbnb and you in your own spot. Woohoo! Congratulations, Drill. Send me an email. Miss Shirley OG at gmail.com, please. Yeah. It's it's an African dish. Okay, cool. I have some friends. Matter of fact, they was here 2 weeks ago. They brought me some stew. They're from Ghana. Um, and I love them. They are so sweet. Sometimes I have to stop and really listen to them because they got a real strong accent. They speak Portuguese and their other native language. I forgot what it was, but they have a strong accent. And so it's like a cream soup, like butternut squash or something like that, but they add beef to it. And the chunks of beef is so tender and so flavorful that when you bite in it, it just melts in your mouth. And they think about me when they make it, and they always bring me some. Matter of fact, I gotta give them back their bowl. Hey, Barb Brownlee, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you very much for stepping in. Yes, yeah, that's all right. Learning new recipes is a good thing. Sometimes you roll up on something that's really, really good, and you'll be making it all the time. Or if you take it like to a potluck or something, they be wanting you to bring that every time you come because it's something different, something new, and something that's delicious. So yeah, and it can be nutritious as well. What you said? Now y'all got me craving some ground nut stew. Okay, now that I haven't had ground nut stew. I've never even heard of that. See, you guys are coming up with stuff even I haven't heard, and I've been around a little longer than most of y'all. And y'all coming up with stuff I've never heard or thought it was even possible. See, that's what I like about this garden community. There's so many different flavors that's in our community, and people are always experimenting and trying stuff, and it just amazes me. I dehydrate and I hot bath water can, but I do not. I have a canner. I got a Presto canner, and TLC is supposed to be showing me how to work it because I'm scared of that little thing when it get to rattling and stuff. I get a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. Mm, I'm like the black rich boy. I ain't no punk, but I I just don't like that little thing. So she said it's not that hard, and she's gonna come over here. She's been over here before, so she can come over here and help me with that. Be going live soon. Oh, okay. All right, Drill. We can't wait to see your new spot where you're gonna start from. Yeah, and where you're gonna start growing, and you're in a different growth. Yeah, Drill. Do you know what growth zone you're in? And what season are you in right now? Because I know it's got to be different from us. Juicing with Jay, my guy. Yes, thank you. Ah, see what I like about this community. Oh my God, we got so much flavor up in here. We made the UN look like a daycare. Okay, we got all different people from all different walks of life, different countries, living in other countries, different tastes. Don't mind sharing your seeds. And if you're close by each other, visitation, oh, recipes, advice, encouragement. We even have sympathy for one another. Like right now, Presbyterian, for the ones who don't know, she lost her mom. She passed away Sunday. And you can understand her frame of mind right now. So, um, if you have a chance, say a little prayer for her. Keep her in your prayers and thoughts regarding this yet. I haven't heard any final details yet, but yeah, I talk to her every day. So yeah. Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Yeah, I don't mind. Cleveland Heights is big. You have to find me. I don't care. If you come to my house, you better be bringing me some seeds or something, a plant or something. Don't come over here empty handed. Yeah. So yeah, like we're all in different grow zones. All right. We got from the East Coast to the West Coast. And so we got the north, south, east, and west. So we got people in all different grow zones. We got them from Alaska to Cali. We got folks in the UK, got folks in Africa. Um, I was looking at my analytics. I got people watching me in Indonesia. Trip me out. I was like, say what? I got 2% people in Indonesia watching my program. And I was like, sweet. I'm not mad at them. And I've had people from the Philippines in my analytics as well. So never think that we're just airlocked into one spot. Our information and our lives go all over the world. And people come back. And they might not always be in my live, but when I put up videos, I see them on the regular doing comments, so it's just like, what? All right. I see people saying hi to Precious. Hey, Precious. A little village called Weston. I don't know where that's at. What city or town is it close to? Yeah. Hmm. In a cornfield. Wait a minute. In a cornfield, an hour from Toledo. Oh, okay. You're in upper Ohio. Like, yeah, like going to Michigan, Detroit. Yeah. Okay, Toledo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm in what they call Northeast Ohio. So if you're an hour from there, you're about an hour from me too. About an hour and a half. Not that far. Precious sunshine. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. You're saying hello to everybody. And yeah, so like if you have extra seeds that you're not going to use, it's no use for letting them sit in your seed box growing old if you can send them to somebody else and swap them out for something that they have that you might like. I like that. In the canners, we have different ones making um, cowboy candy or canning chicken or canning greens or sauces or whatever. I thought I would learn by watching Marie Homestead Hart because that girl knows she can can her butt off. She got the big Americana, the whole 9 yards. Um, but I had the jars. I got about 10, 12 cases of mason jars. Okay. I got them in the pint. I got them in the quarts. I got them in half a gallons. I got them in all size. I bought extra lids, um, extra everything. Okay. Just getting up the nerve to put that canner. I washed the canner out. I read the instructions. I even got Ball's books on how to pause on how to can and preserve a lot of stuff. I do have a dehydrator that I love, but I also love a brown paper bag or just sitting it on a paper towel on the table and letting it air dry. I'm old school all the way, so I'm still trying to get my feet wet with this Presto. So TLC gonna help me. I'll be all right. 2026 gonna be a whole different year. Yep. Jellies, yeah. Ooh, I love pralines. Those are good. Yes, indeedy. Um, you don't? Okay. Hey, different straws for different folks. You roll my blueberries and mango, them all flowers in Florida. I like you roll when she get the pickling and experimenting with all the different flavors and stuff, different kind of fruits and vegetables that she might uh what is that, pickle or whatever. Yeah, I love that too. And I love waiting on J3 with his blueberries. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't do that. Even if it's medicinal, I don't mess with that. Yeah, different strokes for different folks. Yeah, that's a herb. Actually, that's a herb. So yeah, yeah. So and it's so educational. Our channels are so educational. We have people that tell you, you can make tea out those leaves. I learned about I knew about roses and rose hip and all that. My grandmother knew all about that. But when people start saying, the hibiscus plants, you can make hibiscus tea and certain varieties you can't use the hibiscus because it can be poisonous. Um, you can take your leaves off your fruit trees like peach, and whatever, and apples and some, and you can make teas from that. And it's pretty much, there's not a plant out here really that you can't use the leaves for tea. My nasturtiums, I love them. I like that little peppery bite they got to them. I eat the flowers all the time. And if I have somebody to stop by the house, I tell them, pull one of those. They be looking at me. I say, pull it, eat it. And they're just like, oh, this tastes like pepper. I say, peppery. Yeah, it is. And then I learned you can use the leaves as well. I know the bakers use them, but I didn't know per se that you could make teas and stuff out of them as well. So I'm learning about all the different plants that you can actually use the leaves, and the leaves can be at some point more beneficial than the actual um, fruit itself when it comes to nutrition. What you say? You did make teas with the stems as well. You know it's legal here now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hey. So there's a lot of things out here like I was growing well, not was, I still am, my echinacea. All right. I knew that they use echinaceas for medicine, but you can pretty much you use the whole leaf, the whole plant in itself down to the root. I leave my echinacea up. I don't cut it down until the spring because I have finches here, and the little black and yellow birds, they're absolutely gorgeous. And I can sit out on my porch on days it's not super cold and watch them come, and they eat the seeds off the echinacea. So that gave me an idea why I was getting echinacea growing in places I know I didn't plant it because they dropped the seeds somewhere after they digested what they wanted. They dropped a deposit, and I had echinacea growing up. I had echinacea in the backyard, didn't have it in the front yard, and then now I have it in the front yard. So yeah. So oil, oh yeah, oils and tinctures, and a lot of people make salves out of a lot of the plants. Like I have a dear step granddaughter that comes by, and she always getting my lavender. She makes lavender cookies. She's a baker. She makes lavender ice cream. She makes lavender into soaps, into satchels, and a few other things. So I have a lavender plant that's strictly hers that she, you know, harvests from, and she will give me some of the products from those plants. So yeah, trade off. That's all it is. Trade off. Yeah. So yeah, echinacea is a flower, and they come in the double petals or single petals. They can come in. Um, and what's so funny about it? My echinacea, I think, is schizophrenic because I only had pink in the yard, and I had echinacea come up last year. Well, no, this year. It was orange, a deep magenta, a hot pink, a pale pastel pink, almost a reddish color. I had echinaceas coming up of a variety. I've never planted a variety of echinacea. They was in all different colors. It was funny. Now I got yarrow popping up all over places I didn't plant it either. So I have squirrels when they dig in the spot and the spot's soft, and then they take a piece of the root and dig it another acorn somewhere else. I have plants. I have so many free volunteer flowers in my front yard that I never planted, and I'm just as tickled pink because free works for me all day long, and they're all medicinal. You know, they're not just pretty, but they have a purpose as well. Oh, echinacea. Yeah, prevents colds. It's good for coughs too, Mike. And it makes a real good salve if you have eczema. Yeah, I had a friend who made that, and yeah, for eczema. So yeah, it's a flower, and it's a perennial. It comes back every year, and it will spread. So when you put a echinacea in the ground, make sure you have room for it, because each year that it flourishes and it likes that spot it's in, it will grow on its own. And a lot of my flowers in my yard, my front yard, I don't put anything out in the soil. I just keep adding mulch, and because I've never watered my front yard, I always keep at least a 2 to 3 inch of mulch around my plants, and that holds in the moisture. The top can look bone dry, but if you pull it back, you'll see underneath the dark soil and it stays moist. I'm in a rental. I can't run my landlady's water bill up trying to keep my garden up. And a lot of stuff, like uh, who was that? Gina versus Gina said they had to thug it out. I plant it, I water it till it catch root. If I see a new leaf on it, it's on its own. It's on its own. If it gets super, super hot, I might get out there early in the morning and pour a little water on it so it doesn't stress itself out, especially if it's a plant that I like in the yard. But for the most part, all them plants in that front yard, they on their own. The only water they get is God's water. I don't do nothing to them. I trim them, deadhead them. That's it. Make the yard self sufficient. I can't get out there like I used to and do all of that. Yeah, my yarrow's in the ground. It's spreading. I have a lot. Most of my flowers are in the ground. Very few are. Do I have any in the pots? Come to think of it, nah. Everything's in the ground. My rose bushes. I made a trellis for the side of the house. Everything on the tree lawn. No, I don't have any flowers in pots. Everything. I think I got one rose bush in a pot. Everything else is in the ground. Yeah, that's how it's able to care for itself. Because by it being in the ground, it can send roots down deep and find its own source of water. Because I've had plants that I was like, I couldn't believe how well they thrived on no water overhead. That they will send their roots down in the ground and they will find their own vein and source of water and become self sufficient. So, yeah, it can be done. People say, nah, I got to water this there. No, you don't. Nature been taking care of itself long before man was created, and it will take care of itself afterwards. Like if you see stuff coming up in your yard that you just think is dead, it's not up to us to say. As long as the root's not dead, it can come back. Like I said, we need nature. Nature don't need us. That's what a lot of people fail to realize. They figure they can do a better job than nature. I don't think so. That is not your what they call it. What's the word I'm trying to figure out? Well, that's not your occupation. That's not your job. Mm-mm. No. Oh yeah, I have. I've had tenants move on the first floor just because they like the yard and their families like the yard. Yeah. Yeah, I got some rose bushes on the side of the house right now that I didn't cut back down with all this snow and stuff on it, and it got rose hips. So I can go out there and actually cut them off and make something out of them. Hmm. Yeah, so it's a lot of things that we want to do. A lot of plants we want to upgrade um, in the vegetable world. Now I see a lot of people have upgraded from wooden raised beds. Now they're getting the galvanized raised beds or they're using grow bags. So they have, how do you say, stepped up their A game and changed it out a little bit. Some people like the grow bags. Some people say they dry out too fast. Other people I've seen them put them inside of kiddie pools to help them keep watered, so they don't dry out as much. Some people have moved up to 35, 40-gallon pots and stuff for like fruit trees and big trees and other things of this sort, or just a barrel to grow stuff out of. You can grow your sweet potato slits in there. You can put a lot of them in there, or you can use it strictly for garlic. That way, garlic is not taking up any room in your garden beds, that they have their own spot to grow, or your onions or your beets. I mean, your yard becomes as versatile as you make it. You know what plant you want to grow. And if you do your research on it, or even if it tells you on the seed packet or in the package that it comes in, because it might be not a seed, it could be what do they call it? A root of some kind, or a corm of some kind. And you need not to cover it too deep because it might rot, or it might need a certain kind of well drained soil, or it might need part shade, part sun. Some plants like full shade or full sun, so you got to know your yard. You need to know which direction your house faces, north, south, east, or west, so that you don't put shady plants in a sunny area and vice versa. So as new gardeners, people move and they might take plants with them and they have to start over again. So they need to learn all of that. They need to know what their soil is. Some people have an extension program in their county, and they can send off soil samples to find out what your soil might need. Might need to upgrade the pH level. It might need more potassium, might need more phosphorus. It can tell you what your soil need in order for you to bring it up to par so that your plants will get what they need in order to flourish. A lot of people save their coffee grounds. Sometimes they go to Starbucks or whatever coffee shop, Phoenix or whatever's in their area, and they might be able to acquire free coffee grounds. Um, you try to use all your produce in the house that you cut up, like skins off your onions or chopped up tips on your carrots or your stems off your greens or whatever. If you don't chop them up and make pot liquor out of them, you can put them in your compost pile or throw them in a 5-gallon bucket or whatever size article you might have, item, and make super juice. You know, um, I did a tip long time ago. Listen to Miss Linda. I had orange peels in some olive oil, and I used that as a spray on my plants and put them on at night, not during the day, because during the day it can get hot and it can fry. It's like deep frying chicken. So, I mean, we learn little odds and ends from one another. Like some people can use the soapy spray for the aphids or just a strong water hose blast, to knock them off your plants and stuff. Um, I used a combination of dishwashing liquid with cayenne pepper because I have problem with deer eating up everything. It works for a while, but then if it rains, like in the middle of the night, they will come right behind that rain and eat up everything by the time you wake up in the morning. So some things work temporary and some things work long term, scoring on what you want to spend. Because I could buy coyote urine or whatever and sprinkle it around my garden as well if I can't find a man that want to pee in a bottle for me to sprinkle around the yard to help ward off deer and a few other unpleasant animals, critters. Because I have groundhogs, I have raccoons, I have deer, I have possum, I have red fox. Um, we got a lot of what they call them falcons around here, and they eat up all the squirrels, baby squirrels, and chipmunks. So I don't have that problem. Hey, Life with Tashar, what's up? Thank you for stopping in this evening. I appreciate you. Oh, Unique was in here too. Hey, hi, how are you? Oh, you're driving? Please be careful out there. All right, keep your eyes on the road. So yeah, so it's like Wild Kingdom over here. If y'all ever seen the night in at the museum where after 12 o'clock all the animals come alive, somebody left the door open and they all wandered out. Well, that's the way it is. Down at the end of my street, it's not a thorough street. You can either turn left or right. You can't go straight. It's a park, a big park, Rockefeller Park. And it has become overpopulated, but they just passed a new ordinance that hunters can come in and thin out the herds of deer because deer have become prolific. They're everywhere. They to the point whereas I'm not far from a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. It's 2 streets over. They started eating up these rich folks' azaleas and rhododendrons, and they was like, deer got to go. So they passed the ordinance real quick. But until that herd is thinned out, we still got problems with them. Because if there's any leaves sticking out anywhere around here, I guarantee you, you'll see them that morning. But if you go back out that evening, they didn't eat them. Yeah. Got groundhogs real bad. A water stream sits right behind the garden. Ooh. Yeah, that would be jacked up. Oh, that's nice, Tashara. Yeah. So yeah, so everybody has, their problems. If they don't have the critters like we do, they got the serious bugs. I know I see Cece sometimes out there in her garden. She have fire ants that she got to shake off and get her foot off of because they bite and they sting. I've seen people having problems with aphids. That's just horrible. Some people have a bad turn with the tomato hornworm. I've seen him devastate people's tomato plants and what have you, and aphids and what have you. So, I mean, there's always something that we're out here battling. No one is bug free. I've seen a lot of folks going out there shaking slugs and snails off their brassicas and what have you. You can see the holes that's in them. Excuse me. You can see that little white moth that everybody hates. When you see it, you be chasing it and trying to get to it. And then you got to check under the leaf of everything you got, looking for that little green worm or either a cluster of the eggs and stuff. So we're all fighting some kind of critter, regardless of where you live at. Nobody is absolutely critter free. I be laughing at Hands in the Dirt out there talking about them tree squirrels and a few other ones out there, coming for his garden. So um, I know a lot of y'all when y'all out there. Oh yeah, yeah, that's another one too, Rose. Bunnies. I know Mike might be talking about the bunnies too. But Mike, his pets is all over him. Mike got rabbits and pheasants and squirrels and raccoons. He got a plethora of buddies as well, but he feed all of them. So they kind of curtail eating up everything in his garden because he feeds them on the side. Got him trained too. Yeah, I seen spider mites take over a plant. You go out there and it's all white web. Yeah, true that, Psalms. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the snakes, but we had the little garter snakes. We don't have anything that you need a pew pew for. We don't. I put it like this: here in Cleveland, we don't have that many. If you go further out in the country in the farm, yeah, they're gonna have bigger snakes and maybe even poisonous. But we had the little garter snakes that might get maybe a foot or two long, nothing big. And as soon as you stomp your foot and walk away, come back, they're gone. And I don't kill them because they eat up snails and slugs and other insects in the garden. So long as they don't eat or try to snip at me, we good. Some insects can be beneficial. Not all of them are bad. I had a praying mantis once. I was sticking my hand into a flower bush, the dead head of plant. It stuck me, and I was like, "What the heck?" I didn't have my gloves on, and I looked, and I waited for a while, and then that front claw did one of these. I was like, "Oh, my bad." He was eating the aphids. I was like, "Let me go. Let you take care of your business, and I'll go over here for a while, and then I'll come back and I'll finish deadheading my flowers." But when I came back, he had finished eating all the aphids. So, sometimes you get beneficial insects in your yard. Once in a while, I would get a swarm of ladybugs, real ladybugs, that would come in and hit my roses and get rid of the aphids because I was having a problem minute with Japanese beetles that was shredding the leaves. When they shred the leaves and make it look like lace on your plant, it's Japanese beetles. Yeah. And so that means if you got Japanese beetles, that means you got grubs somewhere because that's what they are. They're grubs that transform into Japanese beetles. So you got to watch that. Frogs. I like frogs. I have bats around here, so I don't have a whole lot of problems with mosquitoes. Those bats around here, they clean up the mosquitoes at night. So yeah. You got your good and you got your bad and you got your ugly. It is what it is. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to get off of here and relax. I need to prop my leg up and put some ice on it. This weather kind of messing with it a little bit. But as I said, SEEDMAS is next month. So what you need to do is start prepping your seeds and getting them ready. Even if you don't have a list of people, just get them ready. So when someone says, who has such and such and such, you can pull out your list, mark what's on there, when it was grown, get your address, and mail it out to you. So I got a lot to do. This is a lot of work, and I'm going to do it as well. But as I always say, Whew. Show me that you like me just a little bit. Would be greatly appreciated. And you hit that like button and share and subscribe. As I always say, enjoy your day. And y'all come back now. You hear?